which is another wonderful thing about this competition, Viz.
Well, it certainly is. Nigel Melville, we spoke with him yesterday. You know, the American team, they wanted this say in their schedule, and so all of them got together, and now we have the America's Rugby Championship.
And we're underway. 80 minutes of action here as the ball gets bombed downfield.
Inside.
And it's in play. Captain Blaine Scully comes unannounced. The former KL captain smashes it up over halfway line. The Eagles looking for Cam Dolan to inject.
Okay, play on.
Now wrapping around. It is the Beaumont Shore to Fetier. Nicky Kruger, quick ball for him. They go to the box, Bird. Over the top, there's a bit of space there. Well-placed kick. Chasers are arriving. McGowan is there as well. The ball wasn't moving, so they're going to have to play out of their end zone here. Dangerous stuff here for Argentina. Kruger is there, just outside the 22. Now Bird. Eagles straight into attack with Nguenya. Oh, the cut-out pass just misses the man into touch.
Yeah, good start that time by the United States. They put the pressure on, and you said that ball just stopped right dead ball line. 1 meter off from the line. They could not touch that ball down. They had to play it. The United States had an opportunity. That wayward pass by Taku Nguenya goes into touch right when the U.S. looked like they might be threatening.
Throwing it here is Santiago Iglesias. Good take there from Argentina. Just outside the 22. Smash it up with some of their big heavies. Vivaro is in there as well. Now penalty for the Eagles. Very kickable.
And what a heads-up play by one of the debutants today for the United States, David Tamialahu from this Belmont Shore Club. A very strong runner. Actually, the Life West Gladiator. Very strong runner with ball in hand. We saw him do a fantastic job at that last breakdown. Got himself committed, took that ball away. The referee was right there to ping it. Should be an easy opportunity here for the United States to put the first points on the board.
Yeah, Tamialau, the Life West Gladiators, got to announce those guys last time. Let's look at the replay here.
There's the ball free, and Tamialau just goes right in, steals it away. Referee, great job, great call. And again, good play by the young number 8.
Great confidence booster as well in your first time here in the Eagles jersey. Very kickable kick here. In fact, we were doing the opening of the show, and Bird almost hit us a few times there with some of these accurate kicks. Let's hope I didn't put the mocker on him. The youngster from Old Blue of New York. From Cardiff, Wales. Now with the United States Eagles. Good looking strike, and it's 3 points for the USA Eagles after 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, nice confidence booster for the young kicker of Old Blue. They fielded a lot of Eagles over the years. James Bird, just the latest in a long line from that fine club. And again, good start by the United States. Keep the pressure down in their end. Now we're going to see Argentina with a restart. Probably try to get it down the United States end. They got some big boys in this Argentina forward pack trying to get that ball back to their side.
Domingo Mitoi, one of the talents in this side. Fielding a very young team. Ball comes down. Take it very nicely there for Feliki Tonga. And now the kick charge down, so it's play on. It's anybody's game. Bit of soccer skills.
Option.
They get an option here.
Drop 22.
Yeah, it looks like the option. He's going to take the 22, I would think. There you have it. 22-meter kick. James Bird is going to do the restart. Yeah, there's the charge down right there by Kruger's kick.
Keep them behind.
Then you saw Argentina. They tried to do a little toe ahead and went out of touch, straight through the dead ball line. Now we got the 22.
Bird puts it downfield. Look for a counterattack here from the creative Argentinians. It's the kick and chase. Pressure on Blaine Scully. Oh, in fact, it's the big number 8, Tamialau, who knocks it down, but it went backwards, so Kruger is there to clean up. And Cam Dolan takes it in himself. Sets up good clean ball. And now Kruger bombs it upfield. That's the box kick. Nguyen's not chasing this. They're reforming. Peterson is in the line as well. And now Todd Clever with the first hit. There he goes. With his mane and all. Looking for that turnover, and he gets it. And his family will be delighted with that. Mrs. Clever, I know, hasn't missed a game since 1986.
And there you saw the referees. Argentina just lost their feet on that last ruck, but good pursuit by Todd Clever. The Argentina did well to field that ball, but it was off the feet was the penalty call. And again, another relatively easy kick for James Bird, well within his range, right in front of the post. But a good start by this United States team again. I thought that kick was a little deep on that restart. Had a little kick over the top. Now we get another look at it. Here's Todd Clever quickly there, gets to his feet. And there you saw the Argentinian players lose their feet. Referee right there for the call. And again, another nice play by the United States, keeping the pressure on this young Argentinian squad.
Right in front, this is Bird's second kick at post. Formerly with Bristol University. Been playing rugby for 17 years. And Bird's flat looks good. It's over. It's 6-0. The USA lead after almost 6 minutes played.
And again, that's only going to boost the confidence of the young fly half. Nicely struck again. Had plenty of distance on that ball. And nothing like that calms the nerves of a forward pack. When your fly half can take advantage of the hard work that you delivered, there's nothing like it.
Mitoi, the fly from Tuckerman. Puts another deep kick. Niku Kruger from Pretoria is underneath this. It goes backwards again. They get lucky.
On the ground.
If they ruled it to be a knock on there, I didn't quite see that.
Yeah, it looked like that ball went back. Maybe he saw a little something after the fact. But here's a nice break for Argentina. And again, well renowned for their scrummaging prowess at every level. And we're going to see a look at what they can do right here. Just about 10 meters out. Oh, there was the knock on. Yep. Good call by the referee right there.
Crouch.
First scrum of the game. Let's see what Argentina brings to the table. Up front, Origi is on the short side there. You're going to have to reset just for safety reasons.
Yeah, and again, talking about a morale booster, here's where the Argentinians, again, known for their scrummaging ability, this is where they could regain the momentum with a nice, powerful scrum here. You know the United States, they're going to put everything they have into this early shove.
And those of you watching the Pumas as their nickname, actually they got that nickname in 1965. Interesting enough, they're on tour in Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe, and a South African journalist thought that their Jaguar looked more like a Puma. That's a little interesting fun fact there. As the scrum collapses down that side, so penalty to the USA, and we did not expect that. That is fantastic stuff. And forwards coach Phil Greening will be absolutely ecstatic about that, as will Marty Veal.
Rodrigo, tell him his lip.
Oh, that was beautiful scrum by the United States. You don't see that too often where an Argentinian scrum gets penalized and goes down, but the United States got both of those on that one scrum alone, especially where their field position is. Look at that, just in the shadows of their own goal line, 15 meters out. What a beautiful scrum by the forwards.
Bird's kick is out nicely, so Kurt Weaver marks the spot.
His feet are too far back.
Inside the half, they get to a chance to attack. As you look at the replay here,
oh, look at the pressure. Oh, look at the pressure. Excellent scrum by that front row with the help of the second row by the United States. And it does a big forward pack down. We talked about this yesterday. The smallest guy in that forward pack is Todd Clever. That gives you an idea how big that pack is.
throwing in here from Tafeti.
Beautiful.
Looking for a short line, and they get Chad London, man from the Glendale Raptors. That pass just floats a fraction forward.
Yeah, just slightly forward, referee in a good position there, but excellent line-out work. Again, good set-piece work. Just a few days in with this new coaching staff, things seem to be clicking early on.
We spoke about this, Brian, about the line-outs were an issue at the Rugby World Cup time for the USA Eagles. Now we've got a couple of new hookers coming in, and you know, at 23 years old, a real prospect here. A man from Belmont Shore. He's played in one test so far as the hooker. Tafeti. Now Argentina. They get a long arm penalty this time. Coming in from the side, and it's Eric Fry boring in from the side.
Number one.
Yeah, it looked like Eric Fry was called for that, boring in from the side. Referee again right on his side. Easy call for him to make. And let's see what Argentina does here. Looks like they're going to try to pick up some territory.
They kick it down here to Tucker Nguyenya's side, and he goes out. They'll get an attacking lineup, not as far as they would have hoped.
You touched on, let's see if we get a look at it here. A scrum. Well, I think that's after the fact.
Yeah, keep your hips in.
Oh, here we got to look at it.
Stay 7.
There you go, the referee right there.
Back to attack to Argentina. Oh, a great hit up the middle. And a counter-attack from Nguyen on the outside, looking for support. and he gets it out to Scully. The Scale Monster takes it over halfway line. Clever is there to arrive in support. Stepping back on the inside is Orth, the big man, Brody Orth. Now behind the ball to Bird, spots another gap over the top. The wings are playing fairly flat and wins the race into touch. The Eagles now take advantage here. Great territorial play from Bird.
Yeah, James Bird doing everything right so far, and a big hit in that midfield. Caused that loose ball to pop up right in the United States' hands. And Nguyen, nice timed pass out to his skipper, Scully. And now the United States again back in Argentina territory.
On the line.
11 caps here for hooker Iglesias. Part of that 49-31 win for the Pumas of the Barbarians at Twickenham last year. Instrumental in that front row forward. And now the ball spills loose here. Eagles scrum time.
And nicely played by the United States forward pack. They've done a lot of good things early on here in today's contest.
So, legs up.
So we've got Tucker Nguyen, who's
choose on your
right
side. Yeah, but I need your hips in.
In the fly-off roll. No one on the blind side.
Crouch.
So might look for
Bind.
the 26-year-old
Set.
former football player, junior All-American, might break out to the right-hand side of your screen.
9. No.
Now Nguyen comes out, looking for Kruger. To Nguyen on the outside, Tucker Nguyen cuts back in. What a try! Oh! I'm sure we'll be seeing that try in viral rugby in a few minutes. Taku Nguyen shut the gates.
Oh, what a nice back row move. You know, you don't see enough back row moves anymore, but well done by the new number 8, Tamialau. He did a beautiful job getting it out to the scrum. I didn't think Nguyen had the corner, but he had the speed. He put on the afterburners, cut back inside for the beautiful try. Look at the nicely timed pass here by the number 8, though. He committed the defenders to come on, and then Kruger did a great job putting his winger away. And then Nguyen had to do a lot on his own, but he got the try. Great job.
Here's the replay there, and Kruger, that's that pass you spoke about, just on the outside here. But the step off the right foot did it. Former 7 sensation, started in 2006 with the USA Eagles and grew up in Harare in Zimbabwe, spent a lot of time in Texas. And he's good, glad to be back home.
Sure, thanks.
Played rugby for Biarritz for the last, probably going on 7-8 years now. After that beautiful contract he got in 2007. Nguyen has played in 3 Rugby World Cups. And what an asset to have in your back line.
Oh, he certainly is. And again, they got short angles here. He almost ran out the back of this angle. They're only about 5 meters long. So all the players have to be wary of that. But excellent play again by Tamialau to Kruger. And another beautiful kick by Bird. What a beautiful strike. It's a dream start right now for the United States. They've done everything right for the most part. They've dropped a couple of high balls. Oh, look at this view from behind. All perfect. That's where I thought he was going to have get caught up, but that's the step you were talking about, Dallin. A beautiful dot down by Nguyen.
A lot of us in the Sevens program have seen that step before and been left on the ground.
Number 8, Ocho.
And we have a replacement already coming in here.
I have a call for
it's number 20, Jose Deza.
Is he on?
Comes in for one of his injured teammates.
I think I heard him coming in probably or possibly for Santiago Montaner, the number 8.
Are we good, Mike?
So it is 13-0 after 13 and a half minutes. Argentina back in the familiar position of kicking off. This one comes down to Kruger. Yes, he takes it cleanly this time. And the South African-born scrum half bombs it downfield with a relieving kick.
Here's Argentina trying to pick up the tempo a little bit. They need to get back deep in the United States end again. It's been all United States so far on the positive side of things.
Step back, please. Thank you.
Iglesias looking to get his team back on the front foot. The 22-year-old. Wasn't straight. But they managed to knock it back. Referee Asmus says play on. And they get a penalty, not releasing. They tap and go quickly. They make it a little half back. Iglesias. Huge tackle coming in there from Tamilau. Now they shifted wide. Beautiful fake from Kapialau. Into the 22 for the first time. Argentina. Ball in hand. Lagare is tackled, but it's been stolen. Bowman is in there. Formerly with Santa Monica, now with the Austin Blacks. Bird, relieving kick downfield, won't go out. Taken cleanly from fullback, Pedro Menesarat. Runs straight into a big tackle. Cam Dolan is in there also, but they get another penalty off their feet. This time they slow things down.
Yeah, Dolan was there quickly, had his hands on the ball, but couldn't stay on his feet.
Number 6 off feet.
Yeah, so that was Cam Dolan, went to the floor. He was there, he had his feet on him, or under him, but then just at the last minute lost his footing, and the referee pinged him. That's going to be a kick out to about just inside the 22-meter now for Argentina. But again, well defended so far by the United States when this Argentina backline, dangerous backline, gets their ball. There's Mercer out. Let's see another look at Cam Dolan. There, he's on his feet, and then I think he was helped by Tommy Alahu that kind of drilled him into the ground. That was the ping by the referee, Asmus.
Argentina putting on the pressure here after 15 minutes. They're down 13-0. A converted try and 2 penalties. They go to the back. Knocked by Dolan. Nguyen at fly half. Trying to step. Oh, putting on the Ricky Martin dance moves inside the 22.
Last, stay last.
Tefetia smashes it up. And played a lot of rugby with the Tiger Academy as well in Columbus, Ohio. And now Kruger puts the aerial. Gary Owen. Nguyen tackles his man. Might be in the air. We'll have to see. Let's have a listen here. So they go quickly. They tap and go. The captain, Bars, back inside to the Nugget halfback. And then offline, this could be a score. Unbelievable stuff from Argentina. Carrillo. Oh my goodness. He's related to the famous politician, Elisa Carrillo. And she will be ecstatic about that, as will the Argentinians.
Boy, I thought there was a couple of passes that were marginal forward. Referee said play on, but outstanding handiwork by this Argentinian squad. That's how dangerous they are. It doesn't take a whole lot, but the captain of this squad, Bias, he saw the little bit of seam, took that quick tap penalty, then found his nuggy little scrum half, and then the little pass. Here's another pass. Right there, perfect time pass by the Argentina backline. It looked like a couple of balls marginally close to that forward pass. The referee said play on, though, in Argentina right back in this ball game.
Well, that's what happens. You turn your back for 1 second, and the Argentina side will strike. The first few moments they've been on attack in this first half. So 13-5, conversion to come. And Domingo Mitoi, 19 years of age, from Tucumán Lawn Tennis RFC. His conversion is successful. So it's 13-7, the USA lead.
Some good kicking to space. Let's see if we see it again here. The last pass here. Oh boy, that looked a little forward. So the referee, he was behind the play a little bit. He said, let's go play on. Did not get the help from the ref, or the side assistant referee. Let's see if we can take another look at it. That looked a little forward as well. Oh, well, we got a good young game, a couple of good young teams here playing a wonderful test match so far, 15 minutes in.
And Blaine Scully looking to attack from the back. Runs into a brick wall. Now Kruger looks the open side. They've got space to move. Eric Fry. The Carroll forward rumbles it up. 4-time national championships he has under his belt. There's Tamilau. Takes it up as well. McGowan is on the inside, but they go to Chad London. London gets steamrolled in a tackle. The rhinoceros, they used to call him, goes backwards in a tackle, and that's rare. Bird managed to clean up the scraps. And Kruger to Peterson. He doubles up as the ladder at times. Onto the 10-meter. Now Kruger comes back to the short side, to Dolan. Dolan takes 2 people to bring him down. Brody Orth gets missed. Offload back to Fry.
Leave it!
And now they look for a dummy there. Great bit of work there from Tefetier. Still with the Eagles. Brody Orth building the phases. Now Scully looks to take them all on and try to get the offload. Played with the USA Sevens back a few years ago. And now Nguyen one-on-one. There's not much space there. Got to felt that might have been the wrong option there, Biz.
Yeah, bad decision that time by Kruger going to the weak side. And Nguyen was 1-on-2 with 2 Argentinian players, and they just bundled him into touch. Not a good play there, but the United States did a pretty good job of retaining possession through a number of phases. But again, just that one decision. Now it's going to be a turnover ball with Argentina with a put in.
Iglesias, pretty accurate so far, looking for Kremer.
Hang on, first take off, please.
Got to get the meter between the line-out jumpers.
Step.
Larage is good in the line-out as well. Flying tomorrow to Cape Town to join the Jaguars in South Africa for Super Rugby, along with 5 other teammates. Now they attack the line. Very flat ball, but it's been knocked on. Clever is there with another monstrous hit. And Bird looking for a counter-attack. They got advantage. He dummies. Oh, and this time gets met with a little bit of a car accident. To the outside. McGowan. Kingston McGowan. He's got gas. Finds Scully. Wayne Scully, the captain, throws it in field. McGowan can't hold. And it's advantage to Argentina inside their 22. High tempo attack there from the Eagles. And a relieving kick from fullback Mercerat. It's not out. Dolan back in field to Bird. Thinks about the kick and then throws a suspect pass, but Chad London picks it up. Takes on 2 players. The Eagles just outside the half. Tamilau onto the 10. Got a few numbers here if they can use it properly. Bird throws a dummy. Back in foul to Bowman. Bowman's got rock for shoulders. And now Scully stepping his way through. Gets the offload to top cover. Oh! Cover inside the 22. Gets the pass to McGowan. McGowan through the legs. He might have held on to that one. Still with Cam Dolan. Quick hands to Brody Orff. Excellent face play here from the Eagles. Got to be offsides. Play on. Argentina with a counter-attack streaking through the middle. They could go all the way and well. Nguyen racing on the outside. Tucker Nguyen. What a tackle. And he gets the offload, but Chad London is there to dot it down, and it's pandemonium here in Houston, Texas.
Oh my, take a breath, Alan. What a great sequence of plays by the United States. It's been how many years since we've seen them retain possession for 2 or 3 minutes like that? Excellent play, great handling, great passing, and how about the hustle by Nguyen? Dallin, you gave him up for dead. You thought it was going to be an Argentinian try. And his guy, I think he thought he had it, but look at Nguyen, still has the pace. Good defensive play, gets to his feet, and then Chad London knocks it into touch, or knocks it in goal. It's going to be a 5-meter scrum for Argentina, but the fans certainly appreciate the effort by the United States, both with ball in hand and on defense.
I did not see Tucker Nguyen out the corner of the field. Fantastic bit of stuff. They get another look at the replay here.
Here's Nguyen. Look at down on the right side of the screen, and now he just tracks him down. He just tracks him down, and now he knows he's got him. And then Chad London, good job by him to keep the pressure on. And there you see the ball off Chad London. That goes into the good goal area. That's why it's going to be a 5-meter scrum for this Puma side.
Well, Tucker Nguyen had his debut against England in 2007 and played for the Barbarians. What an honor, alongside 2 or 3 other players that played with that special team.
You know, and it's great having the veterans in the squad this week. We talked to Phil Green, and he said these guys have really welcomed the youngsters in, and they've added a lot to these young guys in how to act like a professional rugby player.
Argentina, they get the scrum cleanly this time. Quick hands. Tackles come flying in. 5 meters from the line. Arrighi picking and driving.
Away!
This is Argentinian speciality right near the line.
Back. Use it!
They've been told to use it. About a meter or 2 short. Now they look for open space. No, come back to the forwards. Great tackle there from Peterson. And try given. Try awarded for Argentina. And they're right back in this game.
It looked like Peterson. I thought he had the good defense, but I think that was the skipper right there. Bias that scored that try, but he just slipped a hand underneath Greg Peterson's tackle attempt. I thought he had the defense well, but just able to squirrel that ball, and the referee in a perfect position. And I think it was Bias that grounded that ball. Let's take another look. Here's the backwards pass. And watch Peterson. Keep your eye on. Just squirreled it right in there. And that was the skipper, 6 Bias.
Baja's born in one country of Mendoza. They'll be celebrating that, including his birthday next week. Recovered from a groin injury. Also one of the players. They'll be in Cape Town as of tomorrow. Of course, what a great opportunity here for these Argentinian players. Some of them are playing Super Rugby for the very first time. And a lot of them, of course, have had a chance to play in the Rugby Championship. So 13 plays 12, and the conversion is successful. So Argentina take the lead for the first time in the game, 14-13.
Down the United States, I think, have had the advantage in possession. They put some really good phases together, just haven't been able to finish. And as we've seen on both occasions now when Argentina scored the try, it doesn't take much for them to get that down in the try zone.
Bird puts it down to that same spot inside the 22. McGowan comes flying up. Couldn't quite stick his opposite number.
Stay back.
Aggressive defense from the Eagles.
13! No.
London's told to roll away. They kick this downfield. Scully will be there to collect. Now Bird. Tamilau just needs to take it forward and does. He's got such a big frame. Dolan looking for the offload. Ball is still available there for Nico Kruger. Now Brody Orth in for the injured Matt Truble. Scully steps two, still managed to keep the ball alive. Bird drops it backwards. There's pressure here on the fly off. Argentina try to snuffle this one up. Clever is there to help out. And the Eagles get the penalty.
Yes.
We saw the referee said now rolling away against the Argentinian squad. Just a little bit of lapse in concentration that time by James Bird. He's been playing a very good debut here for this United States team. Been pounding the ball well, kicking from the ground as well, beautifully. And then another nice long touch finder. Kind of relieves the pressure from this United States team just outside the 22-meter line of this Argentinian squad with another attacking position for this U.S. lineup.
Yeah, James Bird, apparently he ran the New York Marathon week before their annual clash with the New York Rugby Club, and he helped the Old Blue of New York defeat them. So, marvelous competitor. Spoke to Ryan Ginty from Next Level Rugby, gave me a lot of inside information. Apparently, the Bird is better looking than Luke Hume, one of his teammates, an Eagle flyer as well. Might be debatable, I think Hume says. Meanwhile, Bowman comes away with this one with the overthrow. Peterson wraps around. Clever is there to clear out as well. Now Fry into the 22. Strong carry from Eric Fry. Tamilau into the line, gets the offload to Peterson. Kruger looks for Scully to come short. He gets lifted off the ground. Wasn't dangerous, says referee. Now they get a penalty right in front of the sticks.
Yeah, losing their feet. I think the Argentinians, again, the referee's been pinging that on both sides, so you got to stay on your feet. Again, right in front of the sticks, but they go for the quick tap penalty.
Out wide. Chad London back inside. Clever tries to get the offload away. It's play on, it's wonderful skills. A little bit of basketball being played there. Estafetio. Well inside the 22. Tamilau, the back ball to Bird. Couldn't get the pass away, but here it is here. They've got to score. Cam Nolan gets the offload. McGuenya one-on-one and gets monstered into touch. A 3-on-1 tackle. And then throws a half punch. This could be dangerous here for the Biarritz winger. There's a little scuffle. Some handbags being thrown.
I think it was more than a half punch. And hopefully that's not going to hurt the United States team right in front of the referee, right in front of the assistant referee. I'm not sure what happened. Paku obviously very upset. Let's see if we can get a look at the end of that play. It happened right at the end. Nguyen again bundled into touch by 2 or 3 Argentinian players. Let's see another look at it. Here he is one on. There's Cam Dolan. A little behind the back pass. And there's Nguyen.
Just go to the goal line, please. We back for not 10.
Well, I don't know. No punches were thrown. He never hit the guy.
We'll address this first.
He was just swinging the ball around.
Goal line.
You hear the referee, he wants to talk to Blaine Scully. I'm not sure how it's going to all end up here.
Penal there, not 10 meters. We go back. Yes. Yes. Everyone, not 10. So we're going to go back for the not 10 over there.
Yeah, okay.
But over here, I understand he's trying to go quickly. We're going back for the penalty anyway. He needs to relax. You boys don't need to be coming in from that far.
Well, we lost the referee mic.
Thank you. Penalty
It's
here.
going to result in a U.S. penalty, I think.
10 meters.
I think the U.S. has the advantage, do they not?
Yeah, that's right. So
It's going to be a full arm for the U.S., I
10
think.
meters.
That's right. They were offside, so
Penal.
weren't the full 10 meters. And so penalty here for the United States. Get lucky there. Was no punch thrown there, so good restraint. We know tempers flare up as it does in a test match. It's all on the line here. It's 30 minutes gone. 14-13 Argentina lead.
Yeah, I think Taku was just a little bit frustrated that he got bundled into touch again. There's twice when the try line was beckoning that he got bundled into touch. And you see the Argentinians, they wanted to quick throw it, and he wasn't give it to him. So now it all comes back to James Bird taking a three-point shot at goal here. And he's been spot on with his boots so far. Struck the ball nicely.
So next week we got USA against Canada, and that's coming up in one of my favorite cities on earth. Used to live there in Austin, Texas, and that is going to be live on ESPN3 at 7 p.m. Eastern and delayed on ESPN2 on February 14th. Valentine's Day night, 8 p.m. and set the DVR. And if you're not going to the game, you better watch it. It is going to be another cracker.
I tell you, this one's really starting out beautifully. I mean, I really like the way these both these teams are playing.
First penalty of the game for Bird. He's already kicked actually 2 penalties. This will be his 3rd. 1 conversion as well. It's a good strike and it's through. Bird is 4 for 4. Excellent stuff from the young fly-off. And the United States take back the lead, 16-14.
And if you are interested in getting tickets for the next 2 Americas or Rugby Championship matches in Austin, Texas on February 13th and Fort Lauderdale, Florida on February 20th, go to www.usarugby.org/ARC. Get your tickets now.
Argentina trying to ride the tide, yet 10 minutes to go to the half. Decent side crowd here in Houston, Texas, as Kruger, the Glendale Raptor, kicks it downfield and takes up play just short of the 10-meter mark.
Yeah.
Last time we saw a line out right about here, Cam Dolan swatted it back for the United States.
Iglesias finds his target. Now they look to attack. Mitoe gets the ball to his outside center. Capiello. Now they come back to the short side. A planned move. It's going to be a knock on though. Eric Fry is on this ball. Eagles get this one. Great defense.
Nah. Under pressure.
Yeah, 2 or 3 good defensive plays by the United States. Eric Fry, very mobile here in this first 40 minutes of play, around the ball quite a bit. Has been a bunch of the U.S. forwards. We've seen
Distance
Greg
is good for
Peterson
you.
with a number of
Good.
pop balls to him,
Happy.
taken into danger. But a good scrum position here for the United States.
Eric Fry, one of the players that went to Cal. What a program under Jack Clark and Tom Billups they have there. 4-time All-American and 4 national championships. Same as Blaine Scully, the captain.
Set.
So just the small aspects we spoke to Phil Greening that Bowman and Fry need to get right at scrum time. They've done a good job. The ball comes free. Grania's thrown it over the top. The Bird has to go in and slide. He collects it nicely though. He's helped by Fili Kitonga. And now Dolan just needs to set up the phases. Get out of trouble though. He gets driven backwards. Ball is still available for Kruger. And a great clearance kick there. Their box kicks are so vital for the halfbacks. Grania comes up to stop a quick throw and does nicely.
Yeah, it was a good way to get out of trouble. Nguyen's pass, he got hit right when he threw that pass. That's why it went beyond Bird. He did well to corral it. Cam Dolan a little high in body position, but the United States able to relieve some pressure. And you're right, you know, we were talking to Phil Greening. He said there's just a few things that these guys need to make in their game to make them really quality international players. And he said you could just see the gleam in their eyes, ready to practice these skills they've learned this week.
Now on defense for the Eagles as Argentina attack wide. This is what they're famous for. Cutting in from fullback is Pedro Miracat. Now back inside, great ball. They will score here. That is absolutely champagne rugby. Joaquin pass, they call him Happy Feet. The man who played for the Pumas in 2013 and 2015 scores a second try for Argentina.
Yeah, talking to their coaching staff, they said he was one of the best players on this squad. Look for him to have a big game, and Joaquin pass took advantage of a really nice line break by this Argentinian squad. Great hands, great timing of their passes right in front of the receivers, and again capitalized well by this Argentinian squad. Here's where they really go wide, back inside. Look at the pass between the centers. They work well together, and Joaquin pass just kind of walks right through for that try.
Wow, Argentina striking right back. You look at another angle of that replay. Just bringing their blindside wingers in and fullbacks. That's what creates the difference here. And then the centers working in tab. And it's Kapialau with that pass. Back inside to his center partner. Absolutely fantastic. And in the corner they go. Difficult sideline conversion. But all of a sudden it's Argentina 19, USA 16. With 6 minutes left in this first half. And a lot of good rugby has already been played by these youngsters. Argentina have won 219 out of 404 tests with a win record of 54%. And unbeaten against the United States as this kick is over. Unbelievable kick. 22-16, 21-16. They lead.
Yeah, great kicking display by both kickers in this game tonight. We haven't seen a miss yet, I don't believe. And again, excellent, precise play by this Argentinian squad. That's what the United States wants to do. They want to eventually get to that very fast pace, but controlled attacking style that can beat Tier 1 teams.
McGowan comes in there and unforced error, so USA will get a scrum. It's exactly what they want here just before the half. Build the momentum to see if they can score before.
Well, they're going to take a lineup or a scrum, right? Looks like they're going to take a lineup. They must have a nice design play. Been working on it possibly these 3 days they've been together. Let's see if we take another look at it. There's Bird's kick. Just took his eyes off the ball. And there was that was one of their jerseys. That was Jose Deza that came in for Argentina.
They go to the front, taken cleanly. And now they go back to the inside center. Feliki Tonga. Looping around to Bird, to the back ball to Scully. Inside the 22. Second wave. Beautiful dummy from Tofetiao. They don't buy it though.
No.
Argentina coming for a counter ruck, but still with the Eagles. Bird, quick ball to Scully, who knocks it on. And Argentina have possession inside there, near their own goal line. Big tackle coming in on Miracat as well.
No advantage.
And there's no advantage from the earlier infraction.
Parallel.
Did you see the skipper right there by us? He thought that Takumi Nguyen lifted him and threw him down. Referee said no, it was parallel. There was no penalty there. So it's going to be Argentina scrum on that knock-on by the United States. Again, just a few minutes left in this first half. Very well played game by both these squads. We've seen a couple of mistakes, but we've also seen some excellent play by both teams.
Crouch.
Argentina just outside their 22.
Bind.
They're up by 5 points with about 2 to 3 minutes left on the stadium clock.
Look at that ball. It's not moving. That could come back the United States' way. There was a hand in there, I think. Look at the United States, and the fans can really appreciate. Everybody in the stadium knows the scrummaging ability from this Argentina squad.
Shot.
And the United States, just a fantastic. I mean, it was not moving anywhere, and the United States finally got the shunt, and they got rewarded with a penalty. Referee right there, but again, that's 2 beautiful scrums by this United States team. And what Phil Greening said, you know, there was just a few things that the props had to do, Bauman and Fry, to make them really good international props, and I think we've seen a little bit of that tonight.
We really have, and what a great practice they will have in the coming weeks. They get 5 different chances to take on the opposition. And Argentina is where you want to practice your scrumming. You said 5 or 6 of these players are top-level players that will be going to play in Super Rugby as of next week for the Argentina side, the Jaguars. But meanwhile, it's James Bird looking for 5 out of 5 just before the half. This kick to the side, so the score remains 21-16.
Drop out.
Argentina will get a 22-meter dropout.
Yeah, despite that, though, that last scrum, that's going to put a lot of confidence in this forward pack from the United States. They know they can scrum with these guys. They've done well in the lineouts. They've done well on the loose. And again, they just got to get the ball back in Argentina territory. Look for an opportunity. Here's your skipper, Blaine Scully. He's had a solid game so far.
Scully goes across field. Takes him on. Brody Orth is there with him as well. Peterson. Big tackles on him. Kruger trying to see what is the best option. Finds Bird for a little switch to Bowman. Bowman gets up and still going. Great stuff from the front row forward. Little dummy to the right-hand side as Orth throws it back to Bird. They have advantage for the knock-on. Ball spits loose.
Knock-on.
Yeah, he's going to play the first knock-on against Argentina. It's going to be a scrum to the United States. One last opportunity here, looks like, before the half ends for something. And again, they've done well with the scrum so far. Just looking for a good, solid platform. Something to do, some back row combination possibly. Want to keep it simple. They haven't had a whole lot of days together. And talking to Alex McElby earlier this week, Dallin, he said it's got to be a simple game plan. They're not going to put in anything too fancy.
Deal with it, right?
That's right. McElby now the director of performance with USA Rugby with the men and women's programs. He has done a great job of bringing in high-quality coaches and, of course, getting more playing time for all these high-level players. With Pro Rugby starting up later this year, 120 players will be in a professional environment, which is exactly what this country needs as it goes through the 90. And penalty for Argentina. It is kickable.
Yeah, I think they will take the kick here right at the halftime. I think the wise decision is to try to kick that goal. Mioti's been very good with ball from the floor tonight, right on the midway line. It's going to be a long boot, but he's got plenty of leg. There you see the referee, or the captain Bajas says, let's go for 3 here.
Just here. Sorry.
That is a big kick for the youngster, the 19-year-old. But Argentina once tied the All Blacks 21-all back when Hugo Porter played.
Hugo Porter, I think he got all the points in that game.
He did indeed. And then in 2005, they tied the British and Irish Lions as Johnny Wilkinson struck a late penalty. So this Argentina side have mixed it up with the best in the world. And this is a chance for their next level players to get a real opportunity here at the highest level.
You're right. This is the great, the Puma team. They play in the Rugby Championships with New Zealand, South Africa, and look what they've done to their side. And these guys now, they're going to develop here and just put more pressure on those Pumas that are playing in those Rugby Championship matches. So a great competition for both these teams and all the teams really in this America Rugby Championship.
Long distance to go. The kick falls short to Cam Dolan. Dolan will kick it through the back. And that will be halftime. And 2 tries to 1. Argentina lead the United States. And it really has been an action-packed first half. It's 21-16. And the fans have come out in their thousands to enjoy this. An exciting second half remains. And of course, the United States are really putting together some good phases. And that man, Taku Nguyen, scored an excellent try in the first half. And we're going to be right back with the highlights of that first half. It is Argentina 21 and the United States 16. They absolutely are. We know Mitchell will have fired up the troops here, as will Phil Greening. He's going to bang his head against the wall a couple of times. The former England front row player. And Todd Clever is back out again, and he still has got his shampoo sponsorship in place. You can see there is Nico Kruger. He had a good first half there and darting around the fringes. And Captain Blaine Scully at the back there is solid as a house. Now with the Cardiff Blues in Wales, formerly with the Leicester Tigers. He's scored 5 tries there, and that's a young bird come through. He really has impressed in his first outing.
He certainly has. That last kick, probably a makeable kick. He'd probably like that one back. But overall, I think he's had a really solid effort today. And there's Chad London, another one of the solid backline players for this United States team. Again, I think in that first 40, you know, the coaches talked about something to build on, and I think they saw a lot of good things in that first half.
So Argentina on the left of your screen, and the United States in their all-white strip. Second half underway here. 5 points the difference between the two teams as Taku Nguyen, the try scorer for the Eagles, puts that one down cold. Oh, and it went down like a homesick mole. And that is not how he wants to start the second half.
Nope. Momentum killer right there, right out of the locker room. You want to get off to a good start, keep possession. And again, a veteran like that, you don't want to see mistakes made, especially down right outside your goal line. But it's going to be a scrum to Argentina. We saw him have a couple of good scrums in the first half. The United States also had some good scrums. And there's the kick. Let's see. Comes right down, took his eyes off it right at the end there. Didn't follow it all the way in. Easy call for the referee.
Scrum time here for Argentina, right in the attacking zone.
Not steady.
Bertrand
Not steady.
looking for a little free kick. Cheeky little scrum half.
Okay. Hit. Hold.
They're going to reset the scrum. So front row. Arriaga.
Left.
Played 6 matches with the Argentina under 20 side. He's wearing number 3, the 21-year-old.
We don't go hit 2-3 anymore, Todd.
And Tahir Rizzo, the 27-year-old, wearing number 1. Ladies rugby took him on a famous rugby region.
Bind.
In Argentina.
Set.
Great scrum here for the Eagles, coming through the back. Absolutely monstered them.
Number 3 collapsing.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Felipe Oregi got called for collapsing. Eric Fry. I don't know if he's learned something this week, but we've seen some really good forward front row play by this United States team. Ballman. Tafate. And Eric Fry done well. That kick, not too much territory. But again, the United States going to have possession on this line out. There you get a look. It looks like a tidal wave just coming right at you. Eric Fry, fantastic strength in that scrum.
Let's keep it going, boys.
And it really is a confidence builder coming in. And Marty Veal, the forwards coach there, former lock for North Harbour and Northland, played 33 caps for Wasps as well. All blue coach, also done brilliant work there with Phil Greening. And now to Fethiar. Throws to Brody Orr, taken cleanly as the box kick comes up. Doesn't go as far as Kruger would like it to go, and so Argentina take this one as Orr though dives all over.
Knock on.
And it's a knock-on advantage here for Argentina as they put the foot down. And it's Kramer, the first time in an Argentina jersey for him, the teenager. Behind the back they go. Stepping back inside, Clever misses that tackle. Fancy footwork from the try scorer, Joaquin pass. Advantage is now over as Oregi, who got crumbled in that scrum, tries to redeem himself. And now around the fringes is Bertrand, the man who's got eyes in his back. In goes Viotti. Oh, and he's dropped that ball.
Knock on.
An advantage here for the United States. Space to move out wide. Kingsley McGowan, the local man from Houston, Texas. Takes play up to the halfway line. What an exciting talent he is. Clever's on the short side as Bowman puts it down. Ball is stolen on that side. And Argentina.
Leave it 3.
Great steal from Oregi. He's making amends. Oh, but it's a knock-on. But maybe we're no advantage here for not rolling away.
Yeah, they're going to bring that one back. It's going to be Argentina full arm.
Roll clear.
Yep, full arm penalty, not rolling clear by the United States, just inside the 50-meter line. So just before the half ended, they tried a 50-meter penalty. It was just short. Now they're going to try to get a line out deep inside the United States territory. Is that ball going to stay in? Yes, it's going to stay in.
Yes, it does. It just needs to dot it down here, does Blaine Scully. And that's a 22-meter drop out. A big error there from Argentina.
Well, I think maybe Blaine should have let that one bounce once more, see if it would have gone over the dead ball line. It's a short end goal area. Would have came all the way back. United States now with a 22-meter drop, though. Let's see if they can secure this possession. I think this is the first 22-meter we've seen by the United States tonight.
Well, it gets charged down. They've blocked it on there, so United States gets the advantage. Kruger snuts around the short side. Cuts down, flyer. And now on the outside is tackled. Kingsley McGowan was hit late
We'll
there.
play on, he's in touch.
And play
Throws
on,
in
says
touch.
referee.
But he wasn't in touch when he kicked the ball. He got knocked into touch. The referee, I think they could have looked at that a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Let's see if McGowan got
Stand there,
maybe a
please.
late hit after he chopped that ball through. Or if he got
Move
shoulder
across.
charged.
Take away the middle here. Take away the middle.
But either way, it's going to be an Argentina throw here just inside the 50-meter line.
And they pulled out 2 of their numbers into the back line. They go to the front, taking cleanly. Oh, great tackle on him from Kruger. Absolutely fantastic from the young man, the 4-time All-American from Kutztown.
And you
Blue
saw the
touched the
knock
ball
on by the
before
Argentina
White.
player. It was
Offside.
touched by a player in front of that knock-on ball. That's why it's a full arm penalty here. Look at the United States. They forego the 3 points too. And Bird just drills it inside the 22-meter line, about 15 meters out now. Here you see the Eagle forwards. They're trying to set up this line-out play. Let's see if we
Yeah,
can
if the
take
ball
this
was in the picture,
look
I
at this
agree.
knock-on. Look at Kruger. He just had a beeline right for him. There's a knock-on and played in front by the Argentinian.
Close
Good
to the
call
ruck.
by the referee Asmus.
Okay, thank you.
Great call and great hit from the Glendale Raptor. You know, former Springbok player Andre Snaim and his wife Philippa are watching this right now. Ecstatic to see their Raptors in action. Tefetio gets a good line out and they got the maul set up. Clever comes away with it though. Falls backwards. This is the man from San Diego.
Let go! No.
Now Kruger tries to pull
No,
some
clear
bodies
release.
out there.
Tackle
Decision
assist.
time here for the USA.
A good play by Clever to regain his footing.
Clear
Secure
release.
possession for this U.S. squad. Looks like another line out here. Strategy has changed. They want to get some tries here. And there's a nice kick by Bird, almost 5 meters out. Actually, it might have been closer,
Okay.
but they're bringing a 5-meter line out into play here for the United States. Good attacking position once again. And again, this is where the coaches said you need a little bit more patience down here.
10.
Huge
Lineouts,
play for the
stay
United
10,
States.
okay.
Down, but trailing by 5 points here, about 7 minutes into this second half.
I know penalties aren't going to cut it.
Say no.
As they go to Orth. Now they get this more. Last time Clever fell out there, but this is a better shape.
Advantage.
And Marty Veal at Old Blue of New York. You know they love the rolling ball there. And now it's still with possession with the United States
Same
Eagles.
ball.
It's Clever for the line. Todd Clever with his team behind him. Probably held up here, but great rolling ball. 5-meter scrum for the United States.
Yeah.
Well, good captaining there by Blaine Scully. Bringing it back to the full arm penalty.
And entry.
And so there was a penalty before that. So we're playing the advantage. Was referee Asmus. And Todd Clever is down in back play inside the in-goal area.
Entry.
He may have taken a hit there. Let's hope he's okay. I know his brother Chris Clever is an on-back legend in the lock position. He's a stunt double for Ron Burgundy as well. He'll be looking on as his brother. So another line out here, opting for the USA
Rodrigo,
Eagles.
we need discipline. He's
They
coming
know
in
they can score here.
and in the side. Okay. Quick.
Well, let's see what they're going to do. Right now, they need
time
a
off.
player on the field. If Clever can't go, they got to get a full contingent
No,
of
I
forwards.
understand.
Yeah, it looks like Clever's back on his feet. They might have taken a little bit of a knock in that last rolling maul as they tried to cross the line. Got that ball down. Now let's see what they do. They tried that rolling maul last time from about the same position. Couldn't quite make it work that time. Let's see what they do here.
Time on.
To Fettier. He's such a big beast. There's the hooker. Now he finds all.
No.
Great throw. Another maul here. Set up from the Eagles. They're going backwards though.
That's fine.
Excellent counter here from
Advantage,
Arigi from
drop.
Argentina. Advantage though for the United States as Fry has the ball at the back. Now they get some forward momentum. Peterson is in there as well. They could break free here. Fry with the ball. Near the line, he's over. Let's see if he's got this ball on the ground. And another penalty. This could be a yellow card to one of the Argentinian players. Deliberate infringements here inside the red zone.
Hey, that's 3 in the 22.
Stop. Tex, come here.
Look at the referee. He said, hey,
Blaine.
I got one captain here.
I won't.
And you hear the referee mic going in and out, but you know he's saying, I got you
I
to talk
suggest
to.
you send the message. Time off.
And he wants him to talk to his team. The U.S. cannot afford a reversal here. They're down. They're putting the pressure on this Argentinian
Rodrigo.
squad. They got to come away with some points.
2 lineouts, 2 mauls, penalties for swimming up the side. Okay, send a word. Yeah, send a message. Players come through the middle, or someone goes.
And there you heard the referee said that it's twice on these last 2 lineouts. It looks like they're going to go for another lineout here. They've been swimming up the sides, as you heard the referee say. So one more time, we're going to see people in the bin. And there's a little kick by Kruger. Again, it was, I thought maybe the U.S., no replay there. I thought the TMO might have been used.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that one there. But meanwhile, it's a, there's no TMO, in fact. Yep. But we've got another line out here, 5 meters out. And let's see if the United States can get over with a 5-pointer. Just waiting for the ball. He's into the stands. Tefetio, the hedgehog with that hairstyle, goes to the front this time. And now Clever has it. Got to get a better assembly, and they do. Now they're going for the try line here. Better body positions here from the United States. And Argentina come piling in and do brilliantly on defense. Peels away, and then flies over. I think, no, it's a try up front. Looks like it could be Todd Clever, former captain, former Beach Boy, has got over. He has indeed. Absolutely brilliant. What a return for Todd Clever and that facial hair of his.
Well, finally they got it over. Great work, great resolve by this United States forward team. 2 or 3 times they got it awfully close, and finally Clever at the back of that maul. And Eric Fry did a good job, I think, leading this. There's the wave, and then Clever with ball in hand. Good call by the referee that time. No doubt about it that time. And look at Fry hanging on. The battering ram took out a couple of RGs. And again, well driven over by this United States Eagles team. Good perseverance. We get a tie ball game down.
It really does. It all comes down to the set pieces. And then line out, really, as we said, it's the starting point here for the attacking phases. If you don't have a working line out, you can't even kick for touch. And now it's on song, the rolling maul, which is a Marty Veal classic. And of course, Phil Greening has done a brilliant job there. And Rob Hoadley with the backs. We've got to see them in action a bit later. So it's 21-all right now as Bird looks for the extras. Difficult kick from the sideline. And just drifts to the right-hand side. So it's locked up here. 51 minutes gone and 21-all.
But down, I think we've got to mention Joe Taufete, the hooker for this United States team. He's a big ball runner. He's one of the best ball runners in the PRP competition. But his throwing in today has been outstanding. I think the U.S. 100% on their own lineouts today.
Yeah, it really has. I know he was working at the Tiger Rugby Academy with Paul Holmes and James Walker. And that is an area that you need to keep practicing every single time. You see Todd Clever, the try scorer. A welcome return from him. He missed the Rugby World Cup, but he's back. As Tucker Nguyen takes that. Another World Cup star. Takes 3 people with him. And there's a penalty here for a high tackle, so the United States will get relief.
I've penalized him, you move away.
But Clever's on the ground. Is something wrong?
No.
He took a knock earlier in that attacking phase play.
That's something to do with the right leg, I think, or right ankle. But how about that take by Nguyen on that one? Didn't take his eyes off the ball. Knew there was an Argentina player coming right down on him hard. Was able to still get up in the air, corral that ball. Good look at the fly half's done a great job marshaling this back line for the United States. Awesome game with a boot as well. There's the challenge. Nguyen does well. There's the high tackle right there. Yeah, it looked like number 4 that time, Marcos Kramer. A little high on that one.
Off. Good take again. Nguyen is underneath the chase here. The kick from Kruger. Nguyen absolutely bamboozles his opposite number with a great tackle and gets the ball back. And a knock on there. And it was Tomas Carrillo, the try scorer, that got absolutely thumped.
How about the timing on that kick? Beautifully weighted kick. And the timing by Nguyen on the defense. He waited for him to get on the ground. Boom! It looked like it might have gone a little high, but the referee said play on, and there's Nguyen with a good pressure defense as well. He's playing very spirited, Nguyen, in this contest, this first ARC match.
It's a knock on.
No, he really has. You need players like himself and Scully with a bit more experience to help the side. And now all of a sudden the United States, from 2 good Nguyen plays, find themselves with an attacking opportunity just outside the 22.
Bind. Don't do that, please.
Set. Like to see the inside center with a bit more ball. Moto Feliki Tonga. He played with Chad London with the selects in the South America tour as the ball comes out. Penalty against the USA.
Okay, so Eric Fry, he came out. He didn't know what happened there. Referee saw something, though.
Under pressure. Standing up.
Standing up in the scrum by the United States. That was the call. So the Argentinians, with what they do really well to scrummaging, and they force that penalty, allows them to clear the pressure.
We'll shift the momentum here for Argentina.
Thank you.
That's what they need right now. The United States very confident with ball in hand. Set pieces seem to be ticking. Santiago Iglesias played for the Tucumán select side. Did not take any longer and knocked backwards, so they get possession here as Pastor's a cut-up ball. Wonderful little run here from Marat on the outside. They've got a score, he's dropped it. Wow. Carrillo, 2 bits of mayhem going against the young flyer. But what a break it was. Meraciat cutting them to shreds.
Back here.
Yeah, it looks like Carrillo just took his eyes off that ball ever so slightly, and that was enough to go and make that pass knocked on as a result.
Was for that.
Kingsley McGowan is down. He started his rugby at St. Thomas here in Houston. Scored
Penalty
3
was
tries
there.
on debut against Canada for the All-Americans. He's a national champion with St. Mary's 2014 and 2015. I'm glad he's okay, because he's electric with ball in hand as the USA find themselves inside the 22.
Huge scrum here for the United States. They need solid ball here. They got to get that ball out. Can't afford a penalty down here.
When you put the ball down, in. Do you understand?
15 minutes gone in the second half, and the US has scored a top clever try to bring it back to 21
Cheap
all
one here, you know what I mean?
in this first ARC clash. 3 home games in a row for the USA. A lot of new caps getting their first experience here at the international level. One of them is James Bird, the fly half. He's had a great game, has picked up at the back beautifully from Tamilau. Bulldozes his way forward. Now they find Peterson. The Lighthouse plays it back to Bird. The cut-out pass to London. London on the outside. Great width here from the Eagles as Bowman shutters it up. The whole of O'Brien's and Santa Monica is going wild, supporting their old teammate as Scully gets the pass away. Big tackle coming in on Feliki Tonga.
Cleverly.
But tapping and going Scully.
I don't think he was on the mark when he tapped that through. The referee said not releasing the tackle player in Argentina. The skipper wanted to go a quick tap. Referee said you weren't on the mark. They're going to bring it back for the United States here. And now it looks like Bird's going to try to pick up a little bit of territory. Exciting play by both these young squads. Seeing some outstanding defense, some good line breaks. And a lot of good qualities I think both coaching staffs can take from this first match in this ARC.
That's right. We take a look at the replay here. Just bulldozing your way through the fender. Get off me. That don't argue. Great steaming run there from the new man, David Tamilau. He spent some time in Taranaki, New Zealand last fall. Take a look at the penalty here on the replay. Came flying up there. And what really impressed me now about this USA side is that they can get over the advantage line. A couple of years ago, they had a lot of possession, but weren't able to break anything. As Mikey Teo comes on right now. Beaumont Shore Tiger Rugby rep gets his cap here, and great steal from Peterson as Teo lays it back. The man from the LBC in Southern California. Todd Clever around the fringes. They shake him up. Ball is still available there for Dolan. Dolan's father, Terry, is more active than Mark Zuckerberg on social media. And now Teo comes to Scully on the outside. And now Kingsley McGowan, the gas man, gets through the first tackle. Lays it back. And Bird is there for Orth. Great width here from the Eagles. Teo back to the short side to London. Oh, the Rhinoceros gets knocked down in the safari. And the Argentina pounce over this ball.
It's a ruck, leave it.
They get turnover possession. do the Argies. Bad pass here on the ground, and Fry comes in, makes a good tackle on one of the front rowers. Now exit strategy here for Argentina. They take it downfield, but the ball is not out, and McGowan looking for another attack. Gives it to Scully, steps up the left. Such a strong ball carrier. It's taken to the deck, but there's space to move on the right-hand side for the Eagles. Orth throws a dummy.
Away two. No, out.
And now a bit slow ball though. Clever gets it to the first receiver. Oh, it almost meant to break, but just loses it forward. As Argentina look for a counter here. Sevens ties skill. Pass. Gets it on the outside. Flying through, great kick. Ala Santiago Gomez Cora. And then a great cover tackle from Bird in the face.
I tell you, I'm really jazzed about this game. I mean, it's fun watching this Eagle team, just like the US Sevens. It's fun watching them play now. These guys are not giving up. They're not giving up easy tries. They're working their butts off. They're doing some good things with ball in hand. They got a nice little play there. Right back to himself, and there's the knock. A couple of Argentine players, they're going to cruise in with that ball if it was still alive. But you can see the knock right here. It went off to Guenya first, then it was knocked on by the Argentina player.
What's the problem?
Yeah, looks like the international man mountain of mystery. Chris Bowman is down.
He's had a strong game. He's played very, very well, as has all the forwards. I think have played very good. The sets have been good. Brody Orth, we haven't talked a whole lot about him, but he's the pride of this Kansas City Blues squad and has really come on. Did a fantastic job today.
We look at the next match in Austin, Texas, the Lone Star State. The United States will take on Canada. And that game will be live on ESPN3 at 7 p.m. Eastern and delayed on ESPN2 on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. And make sure you get your tickets, and you get them by going to www.usarugby.org/ARC. Make sure you get your tickets, and that's the link up on your screen. It should be another barn burner there in Austin, Texas. And what a fun see it is near the University of Austin, the Longhorns. And my wife actually is a graduate there, and so got to support them. Hook 'em horns.
Yeah, it's a fun town, Austin.
And so 21 all right now, 61 minutes played. The United States find themselves defending here inside the 22.
Another huge scrum, another big scrum by both these squads here. Who wants it more? United States did well in the last scrum.
And the front row, this is where that fitness comes through. Got to go for 80 minutes. Nice low, solid scrum here for the United States. And it's picked up at the back from Mikey Teo, former national champion with Belmont Shore in sevens and a D1 national title in 15s. Now he puts a box kick up. The Grenner is chasing, but this one goes into touch directly.
Yeah, who's coming off?
Yeah, it was always behind that 22-meter line. That's why they did pick up a little bit of territory. It's going to be an Argentina throw-in, though. Both teams starting to throw some substitutes in. It looks like number 22, Juan Novillo, is coming in for Argentina, while number 17...
Just turn them on. Time.
Alan Khalifi's coming in, is also Jake Anderson, another Olympic club player. He's coming on, playing the fullback position. Nguyen comes off. He gets McGowan comes off. He gets a nice hand, and it looks like Bauman comes out. He put in a big day's work. 62 minutes of hard work in his scrums.
He certainly has. Bauman's played on more teams than he has toes when he leaves the field, and that's the Cal product, Jake Anderson, fullback winger. And right now it's Argentina that throw to the back, looking for attack up the middle through their center pairing. Solid tackle coming in on Capeleo, and now busting through is their super sub, Deza. Still to the short side. Arigi plays rugby at the same club as Coach Bowser.
It's a
used to play in Coach at. Now trying to get some width on it. Oh, big tackle almost coming in. The ball misses to the outside. It's the captain, Bajas. Fry tries to hug him to the ground, but Khalifa is in there.
Step.
Looking for a little bit of space. Big hit coming in, hole one. Capiello, and now the cup with a little switch. Creative play here from Argentina. Masserat. Narigi gets the offload. Backhanded skill here from Argentina as they counter here. 3-on-2 on the outside. Mikey Teo, desperate defense. Still to the same side. Super subs in there. Nofilo. And now it's the captain, Bajas. Penalty for Argentina inside the red zone. They're tapping and going quickly. The halfback diving. Could have rolled over the line. Bertrano is over. And Argentina take the lead, 26-21. And it's that little scrum off. The miniature Iron Man, they call him, Gonzalo Bertrano.
Yeah, good sustained pressure that time by the Argentinian squad. And there you see Bertrano. He was dotted down on the second effort. But outstanding recycling by this Argentina squad. And he's done this all night long. The quick tap penalties found a little bit of seam. And look at the effort there. He didn't play it off the ground. Referee said it was one movement. Allowed that ball to get grounded. But you see the Argentinian forwards congratulating one another. They put a lot of good work in. Well, the referee in good position. He's boys a try, Bertrano, actually.
Yeah, for me, 6 was side and kicking the ball.
Yeah. Referee was on the spot there, so Bertrano gets the score. And the conversion attempt is good. And so it is 28 points to 21. And Argentina take back the lead.
Yeah, that was an important conversion attempt. It's a 7-point lead now in the United States. They need to score a try and a conversion to at least get back in this ball game to tie it. Got to play down Argentina's half. And this is an area, these last 20 minutes of the game, is where the coaching staff really wants to improve the Eagles' performance. And again, with just a few days' work, they're probably not going to see the results tonight. But again, I think over time, this staff is really going to develop this young Eagles squad.
Argentina running inside there at 22. Looking for a way through is Capiello. They're tackled inside the 22. Now it's ruck time. Oh! Spotting through the gap there is the try scorer. Defense is pretty solid. Just need to keep their structure here and miss the chaos. Clever tackles somebody back into the ruck.
No, still a ruck.
Argentina want to get this ball away from here. Trying to step back on the inside and do a great job. Fry and Khalifi in there with the defense. Now space on the outside. Goal, beautiful! Sonny Bill Williams pass on the outside. Stepping some magic is Estelles. Argentina, so dangerous. We've seen them on the 7 series do the same thing, but it's Cam Dolan with another intercept. Can you believe it? His father emailed me this week and said, could he get another? Yes, he will. Cam Dolan rendered like Nostradamus. What a score.
Oh, how about, let's go back one play though. Jake Anderson made a try-saving tackle on that cutback from the Argentina wing. And Cam Dolan, he did this against the New Zealand Maori a couple years ago. Didn't have the gas to finish. Tonight he did. Outstanding pickoff. He timed it brilliantly, able to bring that ball back down with the nice long strides of the big man. And talking to Phil Green, and he said Cam Dolan is going to be one of those prominent figures in 2019. He's got to continue to improve. And look at that, perfectly timed. Nice gallop there. He's continuing to prove his play in Europe, and outstanding finish right there for the U.S.
Oh, Cam Dolan, he's so good. He knows to let the dogs out. And there he cruises through for another great 5-pointer. Excellent stuff from the young man. He made his test debut in 2013 against Fiji. And I tell you what, he is absolutely delighted about that, and why not? The 4-time All-American from Life University. And the conversion successful, so we have a tied ball game. 28 all after 65 minutes.
Yeah, I really like the way this U.S. team is playing. They're pulling for each other. They're doing well in the sets. The defense has been pretty stout, and we're seeing some good ball movement as well.
Argentina with Nofilo from Tucumán pops it up and taken beautifully by the big number 8, Tamilau. Orth just grips that into his mitts. Fry's there to help out with his teammate. And now Teo's pass goes a bit behind the back there, but Dolan picks up brilliantly. Makes a few meters.
Nah, no effect.
And now Bird puts it to the boots. A chip over the top. It's nice, a high kick. Argentina's put it back over the top. There's Anderson underneath that. He takes it beautifully. Puts it downfield and has to chase now. Trevor falls back for the kick. Anderson comes in by himself on his opposite number. And Clever is there. Ball goes out. Thinks about a quick one and goes. There's an Eagle down, so it's 15 against 14. Teo, the Eagles' 7th player, to Nguenya. Nguenya on the outside. Tries to split them. And now the Ruckers arrive. Kick through this, bit of space here. Beautiful cross kick. Blaine Scully comes in. Oh, it's a knock on. Scully, big tackle. And so they're playing advantage here. In fact, no advantage, went backwards, so kick through. Great Maradona skills. No, it just goes out. Oh, exciting stuff.
Oh, we're seeing a little bit of everything, huh? Some great ball skills by the Argentinians. I thought that ball went backward. Referee said play on.
Thanks.
They're trying to find a little bit of space behind this Argentinian backlines. Mercer right at fullback has been outstanding.
Come on
now. Awfully close.
Time off.
Referee said they went
7.
backwards though. And there's
7.
Scully
We have
still
to get
with the
that fixed.
pressure on.
It's all over the place. Blood, please.
Time out then?
Yeah, time's off.
Yeah,
Blood.
we're gonna have
That's going to need some work.
Todd Clever there, running repairs. He didn't come here for a haircut.
Hang on,
He does
time's
not
off.
want to leave.
Mike, we need a blood sub for 7 white.
White? White, boys, white. White.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he needs to go off and
blood
take some
sub
work.
Here. We're going to get a
Bring
replacement
someone
for
on,
the
please.
Eagles, and Gletzer might be getting onto the field here.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're going to get someone on. I won't start the game without it.
You promise?
I promise.
Meanwhile, round 3, the United States will be taking on Chile. And that will happen in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And again, ESPN 3 will carry this at 6 p.m. live
we're gonna get
Eastern,
someone
and
on.
delay
There
on
we go.
ESPN 2.
No, time's going to be on. Let's go.
Night at 8 p.m. And that will be another great clash here for the United States.
Let's go.
As that's be 3rd match on the trot at home. That's
Great
before they
fun.
go down to South America.
on.
Meanwhile,
Time's
back to
still
the
off.
action with Gletzer on the field now, the young player
All change, all change. Hang on.
from
Just wait.
Cal University. And
As
super
soon as
subs
we're
is
ready to go,
Ortega.
I'll let you
Pedro
go. I'm not
Ortega
gonna
is
hold you
on,
on
as
this.
well as
Hang
Christian
on.
Bartoloni is on for Argentina.
Are we okay,
And we
Mike?
got a new Eagle
Thank
hooker. Mikey
Time on.
Sassone.
Okay, hang on. Can
Another
you step
Belmont
back?
Shore player.
Are you happy?
New to the club, played a lot of rugby
It's okay.
down in New
He's
Zealand.
fine.
How about this for a pressure situation? First line out comes right in.
Teo, his teammate, pulls it up to Bird.
Stop, 20!
Big kick here. Players underneath us. Knocked backwards. London tries to get it, but it's hacked through. Teo receives this up and under and bombs it downfield. It's a chance for the Argentinians to attack. Goose stepping up the middle. Quick hands. Beautiful footwork there from Argentina. But now they drop this one stone cold, and Beltune Ciela. And now it comes away with Nguenya. Space to move. Tamilao looks for it. Gets the goose step. Throws it to Scully. Goes back on the inside. Sucks in Bajas. Now the ball's available for Mikey Teo. Off. The defense is realigned. Bird will put another kick in. Over the top. That's great vision from James Bird. Excellent stuff there from the accurate fly half.
Yeah, he's done well today. He's finding some space behind this Argentina back line. Very nicely placed kick inside the 22-meter line. Get your forwards down there. Keep the momentum going for the United States.
It really has, James Bird, done a great job here in the first 70 minutes of international rugby. The young man from Old Blue of New York, as we just
White number 4? Yeah.
got another sub here. So
Just wait, please.
Birdie Ort's coming out.
Time out.
Not a flashy player, but really solid effort in his first game for the United States.
Short
Time out,
line out here for Argentina. It's 28-all if you just joined us here. 10 minutes to go. We're here in Houston, Texas. And Argentina inside there, 22. Ball goes to the back row. They try to smash it up against Todd
Leave
Clever.
it 20! Ruck.
Gletzer told to leave it alone. And now taking it up with Marcos Crema from Rosario. Bomb downfield. And Anderson is there. It's gone out, but they can go quick. And they do. Nguenya. Great step from Tucker Nguenya. And gets the pass away. Cutting back on the inside is Chad running the Rhinoceros. Beautiful hit. But Fiaga is still with possession. The Eagles looking for the lead. Back on the inside is Anderson. Now they're kicking and going. Khalifi about a meter short. The ball is still the advantage for the United States. What will come of this? Eric Fry right near the line. Looking for a pick and drive. USA chants start ringing around the stadium. The ball should be on the line there. No, laid back. Still with the Eagles. And now they're going to get a penalty. And let's listen up here to referee.
Oh, boy. The yellow card, Dallin. Great moment for the United States. The last 9 minutes of this game, the United States can have a man advantage. And I think that might be number 13 for the Argentinians, Juan Capiallo, who got the yellow card. Repeated infringements. There you got an Argentina player down, but this is going to be a good break for the United States. Time to reorganize, set it up. And we got, looks like the other center for Argentina. I think that's the try scorer, Joaquin Paz, who's down for this Argentinian backline as well. They got to keep him in. He's one of the top players in this Argentina
Ball entry still needs to be there. I know someone's in the bin.
Now the United States, this is their time. 8 minutes left in this contest. Tie ball game, 28-28. We've seen just about everything, Dallin.
Well, Viz, you said it's how they finish the game, the last 20 minutes, and that generally is the difference between the Tier 1 and Tier 2 teams. You can stick in there for 60 minutes, but it's the last 20 that count. And right now, the United States are putting their foot to the pedal, and it's a line out. 5 meters out, 15 against 14. It'll be like this for the rest of the game. You know, head coach John Mitchell will be absolutely ecstatic. They can come away with a win here because they've produced some moments of brilliance in their first match together. Only been around for 5 or 6 days. Had this Eagle team as Clever comes away with it, goes backwards. It's kicked through, and now Mikey Teo still has it. Back to Bird. Bird gets the ball to Teo again. Teo spins free, still going. Mikey Teo carrying players on his back. For the line, Cam Dolan and Eric Fry barreled up 3 meters out. Huge roar comes up from the crowd.
Patience here, patience.
Just short of the line still. They've drawn in the defenders. Still 2 meters out. Now the forwards latch onto it. Oh, Fry's over! Eric Fry! Oh, with the hands of God, a.k.a. Maradona. He scores against Argentina. And that could be one of the best tries that Eric Fry has touched down.
I think it's got to be a memorable one. Look at the boys, they're happy. Great forward play by this U.S. squad all night long. Even when the subs came in, there was no letdown whatsoever. Continue to drive, and there's Eric Fry. Good help that time by Greg Peterson. He was the driving force that shoved Eric Fry over for that go-ahead try. 33-28.
Eric Fry sporting the ginger beard up front, but he's all business tonight, and that is really fantastic to see. But it is the help from his teammates that get him over here.
Good patience again by this U.S. squad. No ball handling errors. That's what you got to have. You got to have the drive. You got to have the good solid pickup. And there's James Bird killing a little bit of time. We're about 5 minutes left in this contest. And the United States looking to get a 7-point lead now. So a big conversion attempt.
That's right. Bird will take this one. And apparently at Old Blue, they call it his hair the bird's nest. As you can see, it's immaculately with pomade. Just keeping it up there, and the conversion is good. Excellent stuff there from the United States Eagles. It is 35 for the USA, 28 for Argentina. And with 5 minutes to go, We just need to see the Eagles be patient with ball in hand. Picked up there nicely from Tamilau. He's had a very good game. Now Khalifi just trucks people over. Bird. Flat ball to Scully. Scully's got to stay in field and does brilliantly. Ultimate professional he is, the fullback. Recently married. And now Peterson. They attack to the right, but Bird puts it down over the top, but just a bit too far. It was the right idea, but now they're going to come back for a line out for Argentina.
Yeah, maybe one of Bird's lone mistakes tonight. Tried to get a little bit too greedy, picking up a little bit too much territory. That ball went out on the fly. Needed to land that ball in the field of play. And now is your opportunity for Argentina. Remember, they're a man short. Go for the short line out, so they got plenty of men in the back line.
And Balduncio is in there as well. Now wrapping around, looking for a little switch. They go up the middle through their halfback. Bertrano. A lot of subs on the field here. And it's Pedro Ortega who takes it up. Now they spin it wide. Oh, Nguyen comes flying in. I don't know if he used his arms. But a bulldozing tackle from Taku Nguyen sparks the Eagles. They get a turnover and Fry's in open space. Ball comes wide. Tamilau got cover with him. Still going. Tamilau gets the offload to Totover. Dolan just drops that one. The Eagles running rampant here, but Argentina so dangerous in the loose play. Getting the offloads, cutting back in field, bringing their winger into play as well. Still with Argentina, looking for the inside ball. They get it nicely. Vivaro. Nguyen comes in and makes a big hit.
No, leave it!
Got to get out of this, does Bird. Argentina, they've got space to the left-hand side. Nguyen. And step is Bird, and they'll go and score. Argentina strike back. Oh, and they're sizzling like an Outback steak. And touching down that one is Tomas Carrillo. 2.5 minutes left on the stadium clock. And it's Argentina that have brought it to within 2 points. And that young man has finished off a brilliant score. Take a look at the highlight here. Pass gets it away and looping around. Great bit of work and stepping on the inside. The wing three-quarter. Oh, he's got magic feet indeed. Just leaving defenders like park cars. The conversion is so important here for Argentina. And it's through. Locks it up at 35. Under 2 minutes left on the clock. And we didn't know this game was going to produce 70 points in an absolute barn burner. Don't put the kettle on, rugby fans. We're in for a tight finish here in Houston, Texas. Yes. Bird puts it deep again. And Argentina look for a counter from inside their own line. It's Favaro. But it's been stolen from the United States. Mikey Teo goes in to collect. Now Bird has a snap drop goal.
We check. It's okay.
Referee
just a head knock.
Said a head knock, so we got to be safe here.
Scrum
just
white
for the safety
after.
ball players, and that's good call from referee Asmus. So
scrum for
knock,
white.
So
head knock.
Going to evaluate the concussion
Rodrigo,
here.
we're just checking a head injury.
And time is off right now. So concussion protocol to go through. So a little while here for the player to see if he's okay, and that's of utmost importance. And World Rugby has made that clear, and I'm very pleased about that. Concussion protocol to be checked while players catch a little water and a little bit of comments from the sideline.
For me,
the
he's trying
fans
to
on
wrap
the
in his
edge of
chest
their
to
seats.
Okay.
They're loving this international rugby match. And round 2 next week. More excitement as Canada take on the United States, and the US have taken out Canada 3 times in the last clashes. This one will be at Austin, Texas, and it's on ESPN3 at 7 p.m. live. You can catch it next week. We'll be on the call again. So 2 minutes left on the clock exactly. And if you're just joining us here, you are in for a finish. 35 all. Argentina on the left of your screen, and the United States in all white.
Okay.
With the maestro, the sevens wizard, Mikey Teo. And he has stepped people in the phone booth before. I'd like to see him get the ball in space. Playing number 9 right now, wearing 22 on his back.
Keep it stable, don't overpush.
Head coach John Mitchell looks on, as does Phil Greening, Marty Veal, and Rob Hoadley.
Binds.
Team manager Sean Lindersmith. And video analysis Paul Golding and Dave Williams, the fitness trainer, look on as the USA get a penalty. This is kickable from the side. It is very difficult.
150.
And I think a line out or a kick for goal. Blaine Scully is checking with the bird's nest himself. And he has indicated to go for poles. You look at the replay here. And just collapsing and burrowing in from the side. Very naughty from the Argentina front row, known for their scrummaging prowess. And it all rests on the shoulders of the young bird. He's had a brilliant debut so far. But very impressed with the United States work ethic. And of course, their attention to detail this evening has really proved the difference. James Bird, Old Blue of New York, watching in the pubs tonight. And the kick drifts to the left-hand side. Still time on the clock. Will be a 22-meter dropout. Argentina will look to retain possession here as the Eagle on the sideline has to keep its dance for later. Time expires. It's infield to Mikey Teo. And now Bird. Looks for Anderson to cut loose. Plays inside the halfway line. The United States will do well to keep possession here. Bird, look at those soccer skills. Showing the Argentinians that he can do it as well. And now Todd Faber gets the offload. Peterson. Great bit of work from the lock. And that's a siren. Now Tokfeva back up the middle.
No,
still with the Eagles. Eric Fry. Be careful not to be isolated. Now he gets support arriving. Teo's going to move it away from there and does. Khalifi up to the halfway line. Numbers to the left. Bird behind the back. Anderson. He gets tackled. Looking for a switch perhaps. Maguena got to keep infield and does.
No. Rush.
Argentina wanting a penalty, but still with the Eagles. Inside the half. Go forward ball. Finally comes the way here. Ball Gletzer. Gletzer should appear in the Maccabi games in 2017. And they're giving away a penalty for not releasing on the ground. He was isolated. Oh, and he was a bit like Matt Damon in The Martian, with no one around him. And Argentina can breathe a sigh of relief. And they may have a shot at goal here.
Shot.
And it is absolute massive attempt. A meter inside the half for their young kicker.
Linga. Just to be safe.
35 all.
Long gone.
And what a game we've witnessed here at BBVA Compass Stadium. Argentina will have the last say here. As the crowd start to raise their voices. This kick just falls short. And Bird looking for a counter. Oh, stepping people like quad cars. There he goes. The bird's nest over the 22. Teo looking for options. Back to Dolan. USA shot coming away. Tamilau bounces the first. He really does get good for go forward ball. Does the eighth man. So good to see. And now Khalifi, the super sub off the bench. Fry is next. He gets the offload to Dolan again. He got a great intercept this evening. And now Bird, it's 3-on-2. There's space out wide. Oh, it just goes over the head. Argentina pick it up and knock it on. So close to a try on the outside. And that is full-time, rugby fans. A 70-point thriller we've witnessed here. And a round of applause to both sides. It is 35-35. And they end in a tie. The United States receive a huge round of applause for the way they played this game. It was 3 second-half tries that helped them carry them through to the end. And we're going to be right back with the post-match interviews and the second-half highlights. It's 35 all. Stay with us.
Where do you go?